So, yes, I'm here. It was a pretty long day. It was a lot of work, getting the look together, hair and makeup, just doing everyday, day-to-day things. But, we're here. I talked about this last week with you. Yes, I talked about this last week with you. And,
Samantha Portia.
Yes, it's me. It's me, Samantha Portia, and I'm sure many of you guys out there are dying to know so much more about me, like just kind of like digging in, and that's what we're going to do here with this interview. So I'm excited. I have no clue what she's going to ask me, but
No, I have some questions, really. Where are you from? Like, what's your city?
You can say that again, please.
Where are you from? What's your city?
So, I don't know, it's like the first question, I'm already nervous. But I am from the sunny city or sunny state of South Florida, Miami 305.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out 305, shout out to TS Madison, City Girls, Trina, everybody from there, this home team. So shout out to Dade County.
Right. And how old are you? I want to ask you this. How old are you?
Well, I am 31. I was born in 1989. I'm a Virgo, so September 7th is my birthday. Yes. I don't know if any of you guys out there know about Virgos, but we are a little bit of control freaks. And speaking of freaks, we are closeted freaks, just to put that out there. So.
Okay, I feel you. When do you consider yourself first identifying as transgender?
Okay, see now we're getting into it, guys. I mean, these are the questions that you guys wanted to know. So you really paid attention to the fan base. Wow. Okay, I had to take my glasses off for that because this is really serious and it kind of hits home for me. I would say that I couldn't quite put a label on it growing up. My first years, I would say up until like 12, 13, I just knew that something was different. I would say like, wow, it sounds cliche, but I kind of just grew up knowing that I was a bit different, only because of body parts, I would say. Growing up, like, that's how I knew that I was different, because I didn't have the same body parts that other females had. I consider myself female at a very, very young, early age. So, things like that. And then, of course, parents and, my adult figures back then, not knowing how to deal with things in situations like this, with trans issues, they would let me know or, inform me that, hey, don't play with those dolls, or hey, don't walk like that, or try not to stand like that, so it would be adults back then letting me know that you're different. So at a very, very early age, I knew that I couldn't quite say I was trans. I grew into that, like doing more research and stuff, like as I got older. So God bless all of those trans kids that are out now, because you guys have it so much more easier. I feel like the parents will make the experience so much more easier. That's one of the things that I did not have back then.
Okay, that's cool. No, how you deal with just the basic everyday issues being transgender.
Okay, well, that's a very good question, and I feel like questions like that don't get highlighted quite oftenly. Again, like I said, I'm from South Florida. I'm from Dade County. Grew up in the trenches. Like, my first encounter to anything was on the street. So, like, I have a very tough exterior. However, just, going through those things like back then really shaped me and molded me to be prepared to deal with, the issues that I do face as trans, as a black trans woman, in these days. So, just kind of like, being steadfast in my goals. Like I was always goal orientated, always having things that I'm chasing after, accomplishments that I wanted to do. So things like that really kept me grounded and kept me focused. It really just kind of like shutting out the outside noises and focusing on what it is that I wanted. So for me, like I transitioned at a very early age, like 14, 15, 16. Like my puberty was like when I went through my transition.
Yes.
So it was like I just had like a very strong knowing at a very, very young age.
Okay, so what I want to know is family base. Are your parents supportive?
Okay,
of
so
you?
Oh yes. Well, okay. So here's the backstory, really quick. So my dad wasn't there for like a very large amount of my time here on this earth, and I did not get a chance to know him as the person that I am today. He really didn't even know me, growing up. It was like kind of one of those things where my mom had me, then she had my brother. Him and I have the same father, and we're a year apart. After that, my dad was out in the streets, doing his thing. Like he was a Rolling Stone, what people will call it, right? So he was a ladies' man. He was out there. But yeah, he left at an early age. I couldn't have been no more than like 2 or 3, something like that. So yeah, my dad really wasn't in the picture. And then 2014, that's when we got news that my dad passed away.
Oh.
Now, in terms of my mother, she's always been an understanding person for the most part.
Okay.
Again, raising us, any clashes that we did have were clashes from, things that she was taught on how to discipline or how to raise kids and stuff like that. And again, not having the knowledge of trans or trans issues or, trans education, it kind of left like a miscommunication. But for the most part, now I'm happy to say that today me and my mom are the best of friends. She texts me every morning, and whenever I don't send her a text back, she makes sure she calls me. I'm her daughter, like my siblings, I'm their sister. So I have one of those like lucky situations to have my family be supportive of me.
Okay, cool, that's cool. Okay, cool, that's cool. So what I want to know next is, what's your view on others' opinion? How do you deal with how people view
To be honest,
and think of you?
To be honest, I really don't care. I really don't care what other people think of me, because my support system and my circle is so strong that, again, like I say, going back to me being goal orientated. Going back to me being goal orientated. I'm sorry, I kind of stumbled up my words a little bit, because like
I feel you.
It's one of those things where, like the outside noises really does not even matter, like, because that's not going to stop me from being in my Birkin. You get what I'm saying? That's not going to stop me from pursuing what it is that I want to do. Like everything that I'm doing right now, even us sitting here having this interview, this takes work. So it's easy for a person. It takes no effort for people to leave a negative comment, not doing anything, And for those who are the naysayers, who have different things to say about me, my lifestyle, or people like me and like my lifestyle, like it's two middle fingers up to you. Just like the fucks you give to us, we send them right back. We definitely return them. So, in so many words,
Yes,
I don't.
Very bad.
I don't care.
Very bad. Okay. What are your what about like what were your past relationships like, and are you like single or dating?
Well, so just to clear up any accusations, questions, rumors about me dating. No, I'm not dating at the moment. I am very much so single.
Okay.
I'm very much so single.
Okay, single lady.
Yes. Put a ring on it. Shout outs to Beyonce, of course. But yeah, no, I'm single. My past relationships have always been with guys who are in Dade County, where I'm from. We consider them real niggas. So it's never been one of those things to where I kind of settled with the person just because they're known to be trans attracted, or because for me that's kind of like off-putting. I like to deal with people in regular settings, you know. My last couple of relationships, I met them just doing regular things, you know, at gas stations, going out, you know, stores, like just regular settings, because I don't live the expected lifestyle for a trans person, you know.
Okay.
So my experiences are vastly different. But my last relationship was, I say it ended in like 2018. And we were together for a very long time. Actually, I was engaged. I was going to be married. But, you know, things happen for a reason. I was hardworking with that for a while, but, you know, I had to be a strong black woman and just kind of like, you know, move past the bull and like kind of like get my head together and get my headspace right. But here it is now. I'm doing everything that I'm doing today, producing great quality content, you know, and engaging and embracing with my fans and growing each and every day. And I'm so thankful for that, because it was that life lesson that built me to have the hunger that I have today. So, in terms of relationships though, I am sheltered, however, because of that, because of those experiences. And you know, right now I just want to focus on my bag. Like, I just really want to focus on me, focus on my fans, focus on us getting a strong connection with each other, and you know, just continue to put out great content.
If you had the chance, what advice would you give your young self?
Oh my God. First of all, I will just grab myself. I will hug myself so hard. And I promise you, like, the young me would just be like, because I was such a rebellious child. But I would tell myself that you don't have to change what you're doing, but change your approach to how you're doing it. Just because, you know, you probably can't move that mountain or that car right now, you can do it tomorrow. Don't be in such a rush. And I would definitely tell myself to, you know, take part in those things, you know, that children experience, a part of growing up. You know, go to that prom, you know, stay in school, go to you know, class, like really put in the effort to succeed, because the money's going to be there. You know, for a long time back then, like, that's what sustained me for the things that I missed. You know, I kind of filled that void with, okay, well, I made money, but the money's going to be there. Like, I would just tell my younger self, take your time, don't be in such a rush to grow up, you know, and just be a kid, you know, grow up, like, take part in those things. But also, too, I would tell myself definitely to be more ambitious, because it took a very long time for me to get here.
Next is, who's your favorite artist? Like, what's on your playlist?
Oh my God.
What is on your playlist?
First of all, Nicki is on my playlist 24/7. Nicki Minaj is my favorite artist for so many reasons. This woman is so dynamic. Like, the skills and the work ethic is just, it's admirable. So, and artist-wise, like, that's my favorite artist. And it took a long time for me to have a favorite artist. And I actually was envious of people who can just say, oh, I love this artist, you know, like, this artist really makes me feel something. So, in that retrospect, Nicki Minaj would definitely be that for me, hands down. I love her. I love her work ethic. And she's definitely, you know, a waymaker. And, you know, she's amazing. I love her. Definitely do. Shout out to Nicki.
Now we're gonna end with this. What advice do you have for people watching?
Well, the advice that I have for people watching, and I just gotta break this up into a two-part statement. Let's address the positive people first, and you know, I just want to thank my fans because it's really because of you guys of why I'm able to have that hunger and that drive and to continue to, you know, to push for the things that I want to engage with you guys. So first of all, I just want to thank you guys for, you know, supporting me, and I hope that you guys continue to support me, continue to rock with me, you know. Now, the people who have not gotten on the bandwagon yet, because you will, you know, it's probably going to take you guys some time. And if you never get there, that's okay too. But just know this. Just know that it takes nothing to hate on greatness. It really takes nothing. And please, don't be envious of anything that I'm doing. All that I'm doing is taking a chance on myself. I'm putting a bet in, and I'm bidding on myself. So, you guys should do the same. Like, I would encourage you, like, that's the thing. I'm a lover, you know, like, I would never let people really, like, bring me down to that negative vibration. I can get there, but I choose to be better. I choose to elevate. So, it's easy to hate on something. It's harder to put in the work, and it's harder to create something for yourself. How about instead of hating on me, how about you go create something so somebody can hate on you?
Okay, nice. That was nice. Thank you.
So, I forgot. My friend, one of my best friends. I want to call him because he knows me best. Like, hey, bitch, what's up?
What's good, sissy? What's the tea?
Nothing. So I'm doing this interview right now, and they wanted me to call you up because I told them that you're one of my best friends, and you know me inside and out from a best friend perspective.
Okay, so we gonna start with we always talk about like motivational stuff. So you know, people want to know, where did you receive most of your motivation from, or like who do you look up to? Like, where do you get most of your strength from?
I definitely do gain most of my inspiration from Nicki. I love her. I love her work ethic. I love her package. I love everything about her. Like, she's definitely an inspiration. But I would definitely say my motivation does come from my friends, my family, you know, those close-knit people who see me when I'm not like this, you know, those who see me in my down moments where I don't want to talk, moments where I'm not really motivated. They're there to push me and catapult me and to keep going. So definitely my friends, my family, and Nicki Minaj songs.
That's cute.
Okay.
So
that's a good question.
I feel like one more, you know, the people, they know we freaks, you know, so we freaks, so we're gonna ask one of those questions. What's your perfect, like, you know, like night, like, what's first when you
Okay, so
That's how I.
it would be him to ask me these questions. I'm gonna beat you up, okay? So I'm a girl who loves masculinity. I love aggression. Like, that does not mean beat me up and snatch my wig off, because if you do, you're gonna have a problem, okay? But I do like passion. I like engagement. You know, like, be a man.
Like, you know, body to body, like, you want to do it a little bit.
I do. I definitely do. And it definitely, you know, I wouldn't say that I'm a size queen, but I do not believe in that. It's not about the size, it's the motion of the ocean. Y'all can save that.
I got the motion of the ocean.
Please, yeah, I got the motion. I need you to have the boat. Drive the boat. Drive the boat, okay? So, you know, aggression, you know, and the, you know, does it poke out? Like, I need make me feel it, make me know that you're here.
Okay.
Yeah, alright, so y'all ready?
Those are some good questions.
If you don't know how to drop the ball, we don't want to know what's the TV show.
No. But you know what? Also, on top of that, because those are like, you know, just shallow things. And I tell people this all the time. Like, I can have sex with anybody. Like, and the most sexiest thing for me is having a connection with the person. Even if it's a one-night stand, like, that connection is going to make our whole, like, encounter, like, that chemistry is going to make it so much more intense for me. You know?
That's the part.
But like I tell niggas all the time, like, hey, you know, just be careful when you trying to ride this ride, because I get a little crazy and territorial. You know, what's mine is mine.
Go ahead, I love you.
Thank you. We're going to do a mukbang video when you come.
Yes, we'll definitely do that, because you know we love to eat.
Period, okay?
Alright.
I love you.
Later.
Later, babes. So, that's my bestie. BK.
I'm
One
just
of
like,
them.
you look amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
look
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you so much. I can, you know, I just want to thank my team. Thank you so much for putting this together. Thank you for taking the time out to interview little old me, you know.
No,
and
thank you.
thank you, fans, guys. I just want to thank you guys for taking the time out to watch this video. Please subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, and turn on your bell notifications, guys, because we're gonna have so much more fun on this channel. So stay tuned. That was fun. I love it. I love it. Is my face still on? I didn't even have to touch up the whole time. Wow, that makeup artist is amazing. So is that a wrap? That's a wrap.